Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying Everybody's chocolate cake. It says Hoboken style, baby. This is from Carlo's Bake Shop. Carlo's, they did a show on TLC called Cake Boss. And so this is the Cake Boss, Buddy the Cake Boss. And it was a really cool show about, they run a bakery in New Jersey. And it was about him and his family and people ordering cakes and them delivering them.
Wild cakes.
Yeah.
Swanky cakes.
Yes. And so it was always a fun show to watch. So this cake was $24.98 at Walmart. And it is it's a heavy cake. It is a 3-pound, 7-ounce cake. So what's special about these cakes is they are 3 desserts in one. So on the bottom layer, we have a chocolate pecan pie. And then in the center, we have chocolate sponge. And then on the top, we have New York style cheesecake. And it says that on both sides. And then on the top, it says salted caramel buttercream. So, and it looks like there's buttercream in between each of those layers. So, here we go. How many servings you're supposed to get? Supposed to get 12. 12 servings. And these are refrigerated. You buy them in the bakery department at Walmart. And it does not have any directions like as far as like let it sit out for a few minutes or anything like that. There's no directions. But it does say keep refrigerated. So this is cold. So I'm trying to cut it for you so you can see how you can get 12 slices. And let me get one of these out. So this is how it looks up close. So like I said, this was $24.98, 3 pounds, 7 ounces. It says one slice, 130 grams, is 500 calories.
You have to weigh it to be.
You have to weigh it, yes. So are you going to try it?
I'm going to try little pieces.
That's what I'm going to do, and then try it all together. So chocolate pecan pie is on the bottom.
But you got a little frosting on it too. There's a little dollop of like a white frosting on the bottom to hold the cake in place. It's actually a pretty nice pecan pie flavor. It's a little darker, probably from the chocolate, but I like the flavor though. And it's got that sticky, thick texture to it.
Yes, it is very
the
sticky.
Goo.
It is very sticky. It's nice.
It's different.
It's different because it's chocolate.
Well, you're not used to having it in a cake.
No, but I haven't had any cake with it yet. I've just had the pecan.
The chocolate cake's nice.
The chocolate pecan, it is sweet. No doubt about it, it's sweet. I don't know that it's any sweeter than what we normally get though.
No.
Even with the addition of the chocolate.
No, I think the chocolate just changes the flavor.
You're right. You might be wondering, is it any sweeter? Because a pecan pie is just about the sweetest thing you can get, really. It's the same sweetness. It's like over the top sweetness. The chocolate just adds flavor. Yeah. Okay. What did you think of the chocolate cake? When we reviewed the slices, I know we liked the chocolate cake more, the chocolate slices more.
They had more flavor and it was a better texture. Now these are a little more dense. But it does have to hold up a layer of cheesecake.
So it is drier and it's not as fluffy, but there still is a fluffiness to it.
Yeah, and it still has a really nice chocolate flavor.
Yeah, I think so too. I do like that chocolate quite a bit.
My favorite part's the cheesecake part.
The cheesecake's delicious. Now, the top has salted caramel buttercream.
Yeah, I really didn't get a salted caramel.
I'm gonna try it by itself.
I tried. I didn't really taste that. Just sweet frosting, basically. And let me point out, the frosting on here is actual buttercream. It's not like whipped topping or anything like that. It's thick, like a frosting you would buy out of a tub at the grocery store. It's thick like that.
You don't necessarily get salted caramel.
Mm-mm. No, but I like all of those.
I do too. Did you try it all together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a step ahead of you.
Okay.
It's hard to get all of it together because it's so tall. You can't just cut it. You have to kind of, like she did, kind of take little bites, little digs at each layer.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
When you eat it all
Nice
together,
texture.
it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the addition of the pecan pie at the bottom. I like the chocolate cake. The chocolate cake, like I said, it's a little more dense and dry, but I think it has to be to hold the top layer up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cheesecake is super creamy and has a really good flavor, but it's not overly, it's not like sour, like a really sour cream cheese or anything. It's just sweet.
What I like
Sweet and
about
creamy.
it and was impressed with, when you take a bite from each layer, and you like Kevin said, it's gonna have to be little because it's a lot. You really do taste every component. You still taste. I tasted the pecans, the pecan pie, tasted the chocolate cake, tasted the cheesecake. Ultra sweet. It's a nice. You might be wondering about the different textures. They really work. They go together well.
The cheesecake helps, for lack of a better word, kind of loosens things up a little bit because it's so creamy.
Yes.
So you
it's
add that
very,
to
very
the
rich.
denser, drier things, and it just all kind of lubricates.
And you know what? There's plenty of pecans. They didn't skimp.
No, they did. And it's denser than your traditional pecan pie that you would get. You know,
it's not as wet.
It's not as gooey. You know, but it is still got the goo. It's just a thicker goo.
Yeah, because pecan pie, there is a wetness factor to it.
Yeah.
And that does not, you don't get any of that juiciness to
Right.
it.
It's just a thicker gel. I like it. I like it quite a bit.
And they have to make it that way because it's the bottom layer. You know, think
Gotta
about if
support
you
all
took
that.
a regular pecan pie with all that goo in it,
Squish out.
it's gonna go flat. So they had to make this one different.
I like it.
I do too. I like this quite a bit. I think it has a great flavor. Now, they did come out with a fall specific cake. I don't even know what was in the fall cake. It doesn't matter because we're not going to be able to get it, I'm sure.
They don't have it in our area.
They do not have it in our area. If they do get it, if they get different ones for Christmas, I will always be on the lookout. Now that I know they carry these, I will always go and I will look to see if they come out with anything new. But we did do a review previously on the birthday cake, and then we've tried the chocolate cake. So hopefully you watched that review. But I have to ask Kevin, which one would you're paying $24.98?
Oh, the chocolate one for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I would pick the birthday cake.
See, the birthday cake one, just spoiler if you haven't watched it. I did not like the bottom layer of it at all.
You did.
It was too dense, way dense. I like the pecan, and I didn't really like the flavor. The flavor was just okay.
Okay.
This one, I really like the addition of the pecan pie at the bottom because I love pecan pie anyway. And the chocolate's really good, and the cheesecake's the same for both of them. I don't know, I just like the flavors of this one better.
I like
the texture of this one better.
Really?
Yeah.
I just overall, you know, he had all glowing remarks about this cake. I have those glowing remarks about the other one.
Yeah.
And
the other one wasn't bad. It was still good. The cheesecake, like I said, is the same, and the white cake was good. It was a good sweet vanilla cake. So it was good. It's just I just didn't like that blondie layer.
yeah, and well, the more I ate of the blondie layer, the more I liked it.
Yeah. It was very chewy.
It was denser. It was because it's that, once again, it's that bottom layer. It has to hold up this 3 pound, you know, another 2 pounds on top of it. So I can understand why it's that way. But so would you pay $24.98 for someone's birthday.
We said this in the last video too. I would for an adult party. I wouldn't for a kid's party. It would be wasted on a kid because I don't think they would eat half of it.
Yeah.
But at an adult party, I think if you split it up into smallish pieces, I don't know if I'd get 12, but maybe 10 or something.
I think 12
it's awfully tiny. Although it's very rich, and the size you got is actually nice.
I know. So when I was cutting it, I thought, gosh, these are teeny tiny pieces. But honestly,
once you get them on your plate, they're fun.
Yeah, it's quite substantial, and it's very, it's thick and
rich.
Heavy and rich, and yeah, it's heavy.
So maybe you do want to cut it in 12. So you're going to get enough cake for 12 people.
Yeah, you can.
And then I think it's a decent deal when you think of it that way. 12 adults eating cake. So if you're like it's coming up on Thanksgiving, it would be a great cake to have for Thanksgiving. Or I said it last time, get somebody else to bring one. That way, if they want to bring something, you already got it covered. Then get them to get a cake for you.
Right. Yeah. So you'll just have to let us know if you try them. It is a lot of money to spend if you don't have a special event.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't just buy it for.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know most people aren't just going to go buy a $25 cake for no reason. Although we have done exactly that before.
We used to call it Uncle Fester's birthday.
Yeah, we would say, "Oh, it's Uncle Fester's birthday," and there is no Uncle Fester, and we would go just buy a birthday cake. This is before we even started YouTube. I mean, just go buy a birthday cake and eat it.
Just for the heck of it.
That's this. So, people do that. So if you get the opportunity to try them, you'll have to let us know what you think. But I will have pictures, close-up pictures for you at the end. And thanks for watching.